You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile broke its wheel, the Joker got a
5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm booked.
There's no singing in the North Pole.
Yes, there is.
No, it's not.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
You look like a deranged Easter bunny.
But I don't believe it.
You're missing the point.
What is the point?
Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing.
Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together.
It's Christmas Eve. It's the one night of the year when we all act a little nicer. We smile a little easier. We share a little more. For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be.
God bless us, everyone.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Ho, 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 ho. What is going on, watchers? This is Lucky the Dork Dad, and with me as always, Little Joe.
Ho, 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 watchers.
And this is Now Watch This, a podcast where we watch movies and shows and talk about it. But we're still working on our South Pole bracket for this episode of our Christmas movie throwdown, hoedown, whatever you want to call it.
Ho, down.
So we will be picking the last movie to jump into the final four. So that'll be exciting here. This is going to be a tough bracket, though.
Well, it's a tough bracket, and it's got a lot, but they've all been tough brackets, right? Like, we're talking about our final four. I think so, man. You think about our final four, right? We got Home Alone, or our final three right now. We got Home Alone, we got the Santa Claus, and what was our third one there? And A Christmas Story. 3 Christmas classics. But you think about some of the movies that got knocked out. You know, we talked about Die Hard, Nightmare Before Christmas, Muppet Christmas Carol.
The classics.
Christmas Carol. It's a Wonderful Life. Our Christmas classic, Santa Claus the movie.
I don't know why it's funny, man. Because I remember that movie being so much better, but it is what it is.
And then movies that in themselves are classics. Elf didn't get picked.
Elf,
Scrooge got knocked off.
Grinch.
Santa Claus 2. Home Alone 2. So again, whichever movie comes out of here, it's going to have a tough road to follow when we get in this final four.
Yep. And watchers, if you're listening, we're going to need your help big time on the final four. We want your feedback. We want those audio clips. We're going to be asking. We're going to be begging for some help.
You want to ask for that again, man? It's going to be a lot of editing.
No, it's good. It's good.
All right.
We're off, so I'll have time to play with it.
Oh. Hey, what? Hey.
That's not what I meant.
The Christmas podcast.
That's not what I meant.
Come on.
That's a different show. That's
for my sakes.
That's Dork Dad's After Hours.
I don't know, man. I don't know. A couple of times that we've gotten mentioned recently on Just Another Friday Night, who surprised me. They didn't have a show this Friday.
They're pulling a Now Watch This, just skipping.
Yeah, they pulled Now Watch This. I think they copied us. We did that first. They mentioned that we're the Family Guy humor to their Simpsons humor.
Okay. I'll take it.
In other words, we got potty mouths.
I'll take it. They try to be
Oh. Someone tried to break in. That was Chuck. He tried to break in my room. He already got mentioned.
I guess they try to be a little PC, and we don't care.
Yeah. We're rated E for everyone.
MA for mature audiences.
MA.
Excuse me. So, South Pole bracket, man. Let's run down these movies here. Wait. I forgot, right? Before we start, we gotta talk about what we did this past weekend.
Yeah. So, Luck and I have the official title of Elf Louise Santa Clauses, so that gives us a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more notation on like where we're coming from. So, we have a little bit more say-so on these Christmas movies since we got to play Santa himself, Yeah,
so this is your first time, right, Joe?
Yes, this is my first.
I think this is my fourth time doing it, and I enjoy it, man. I'm glad they brought it back because for those who don't know, Elf Louise, this organization here in San Antonio, and they collect toys and they set up Santa Claus teams to go deliver them during the holidays. Well, they were still delivering toys, but not doing the Santa Claus. For the past couple of years because of COVID and whatnot. So this is the first year back that they did it, and I was excited to do it again. Dress up like Santa Claus because I'm sure Joe will have a story or two here, but just see the expression on the kids' faces when you pull up as Santa Claus. It's a good feeling. You're doing a good thing, and it's a good time.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. The people were awesome. The people that ran it, everyone that you talked to, they had a story, right? Like about how long they've been there, how long they've been doing it with, and how it just kind of gets better and better every year. They did talk about like the COVID years where it kind of, it kind of sucked that they couldn't deliver the way they did, but everyone seemed excited to have the Santa Claus back. And so like you're going up and you go up to those ladies and they're like, hey Santa, they're calling you Santa already. And hey Santa, giving you the outfit and everything. It was just awesome. It was a good experience overall. Even the guy that, they give you your number, you get your toys and go out to the car. Like, man, they're so helpful and everything. It was awesome. My wife and I are already like thinking of things we can do to be, I guess, I don't know about better prepared or be ready next year, like decorating our car and shit like that. So, dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, because there's some people, they really get into it. I don't know if you noticed, they had, when we were picking up our stuff, I don't know if you noticed, there was groups there like in these old lowriders and stuff. And
the car club.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be cool, to pull up in a fucking, badass car to these people's houses.
I thought that was gonna be you, man. I thought you were gonna be in one.
In the past, I've seen like motorcycle clubs get in the mix, and people get all dressed up, and I saw someone with like those inflatable costumes, like it was like a big gingerbread guy. Did you see that?
Yeah, and I saw there was a guy dressed like Elf there as well. So yeah, I thought that was badass. My daughter wore her Elf outfit and helped out. And before we went, like we bought candy to hand out, like candy canes and stuff like that. Because I knew we were going to be in apartments. Like there was probably going to be kids running up and stuff like that. And that did happen when we got out there. But it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, this year was a little different for me. I was more used to going to people's houses. I had like all apartments this year, which is, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it was just a different experience. And I don't know I don't know how you sign up for Elf Louise. To my understanding, I thought it was like the parents sign up for this program to have Santa come to see their kids.
Yeah.
And the apartment complex I was in, so I don't know. Maybe you can nominate people to get presents too, because I want to say like half of the families that I went to, like they didn't know what was coming.
Yeah.
They were one family was like, "How did you get our information?" Because we have the kids' names and ages and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was a little confused at first. I was like, I don't know. I guess someone nominated you. I was just assuming, but that was a little different for me. Like they weren't expecting us to come.
Yeah,
but they still loved it. They still enjoyed it. The kids loved it. It was lots of fun.
I think there was 3 families that one, the person didn't live there anymore. And then 2 more, they just weren't there. Like no one answered the door or anything like that. I had a couple of places where, well, the first place we went to was probably the best or one of the best. The mom invited us in the house. It was a small house, but it was nice. She had it decorated a little bit, and that girl, I don't know how it happened, but she had a special gift. So they had the bag of their gifts, and then they were real appreciative. The mom was kind of crying, and she asked my wife if she can give her a hug. At that point, my wife, wants to start crying. She asked if she'd give me a hug. I was like, oh yes, and it was just real nice, man. Like we had I don't know if they encouraged you, but like they had us take extra books,
right?
That there, and we handed out some of those. One of the next places we had, the lady said she had 8 kids, but there was only 4 on the list. But thankfully, they give you that extra bag of toys,
right?
And I was able to give the extra kids from the bag. And then one more I want to talk about. I was in the apartments you were in. And so we were driving in there, right? And we got waved down by a lady and a couple of kids. And they were like, is it too late to sign up? And we're like, I'm sorry. I said, like, I'm not sure on how it works, but we're looking for a couple of families here in this neighborhood. I said, she goes, oh, okay. And so there was 4 of them there. And then 2 of them, I said, you know what? Help me find these families or help me find these apartments. And I have some stuff for you guys. And it was a little girl and a little boy. And I gave them both the stuff, and the mom was there. They were Muslim or something, but so they were translating for the mom. And there was 2 other ones there, and I started to give them stuff, and they said, no, we already received stuff earlier today. So again, I went to 2 more apartments there, and was able to give them some of the extra stuff that I had, and was able to kind of get rid of everything. There was a Bigfoot game in my bag.
You better not have kept it, Joe. You better not have kept it.
But it was good, man. It was so much fun. Again, like I said, I'm looking forward to doing it again next year, bro.
Yes, sir. A lot of fun. Makes you feel good, especially here during these holidays.
Yeah.
Just because I know what it's like to have a Christmas where you don't get much. I've said it before. I really appreciate where I'm at right now because growing up was tough.
Yeah. Same, man. Same. And I'm lucky, and I say it again, like, there's a lot of people that talk about the place that we work and stuff like that, and say this and that about, the schedule, everything like that. And, they work as like slaves over there, whatever the fuck. But you know what, man? Like, as long as I've been there, I've raised my little family on there. I'm thankful and very lucky that I've been able to provide, my kids. My son, he was 2 when I started there. He's 18 now, so I've been able to kind of provide him and my kids, with. They've had good Christmas. They had, some of the Christmases that I went through. That, I mean, I can remember being that kid that got that fucking had Elf Louise show up at their house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or there was, as I was delivering to those teenagers, I was like, man, there was more than a couple of years when I didn't get shit as a teenager. Like I could have got something. But yeah, man, like I've always reflected, like, they're getting older and it's harder to buy for them. But even though, like, yes, my wife is just like, these motherfuckers don't deserve shit. They don't listen for nothing. Like, it's hard, it's hard not to fucking try and give them everything that they want or they need. So,
Yeah. So.
And I got you something.
It better not come from that bag. No. So we had a great time, and like I said, if you're in the San Antonio area or from the surrounding areas, I highly recommend it. Donate, a few hours of your time to do that during the holidays. It's so worth it. And if you need help setting it up or you want to know more, you can always message me, DM us, email us, whatever, and I'll get you some info. Because there was some other people. We're also part of this Facebook group called Los Padres here in San Antonio. Mm. And I just want to give a shout out to some of the people that helped out also with Santa Claus teams. We had Anush Collins, Joe Martinez, Jonathan Hernandez. Jonathan Hernandez, he's a local musician. I always see him posting. He's playing someplace in New Braunfels and like Seguin and like surrounding areas. Yeah, I definitely want to go try to support him and what he does also.
We'll both go.
Manuel Venegas and Joe Diaz were also out there. So appreciate those guys. Just want to give them a little shout out for helping out.
It was cool. I think we met Anush, right? Out there.
Yeah, Anush and the guy that took a picture with us afterward. That was Jonathan Hernandez.
Hernandez, yeah.
Okay, so that was our weekend. Good stuff.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, man, you go into that place and everyone's there donating their time to help, and it was awesome to see how many people were out there fucking donating their time to help. And then on top of that, like I think they say they served. I mean, maybe it don't seem like that much, but over 5,100 families that Sunday.
That's a lot.
That's around San Antonio, man. So I'm just like, that's fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Elf Louise, man. Again, they've been, and like the fucking dude's talking to me about it, and he's like, yeah, I've been here for 32 years, man, and I want to be able to say that one day, working there.
And if you want to help out, but you don't feel you can take the time or not take the time, but can't do the Santa deliveries, because you need to have a team of people with you. You need to have a Santa. You need to have a couple people drive you around and help out deliver the toys. But if you just want to help out however you can, they also have people in the warehouse wrapping gifts, organizing stuff, putting all the bags together for the family. So there are other ways to volunteer also, if you can't make the Santa Claus team. So,
have you ever done that, like wrapped for them?
I haven't.
It's pretty cool.
I know my wife wants to.
You saw the back, the way they have it, right? So they have these stations You get a sheet for a group, and they have all this stuff, and it's good stuff that they give away. Like they were talking to me about it. Like they're like, we get our stuff wholesale, and we get it for cheap. And I mean, shout out to HEB, because HEB is their main provider, and they're able to buy wholesale through HEB at cost. So the stuff that they get, it's all donation really, and they get good stuff, and you go and you get your list for your group or for your family, and you pick out, and then you're there and you wrap your stuff up, keep it together. That is fun to do, man, because you start to think about, like, they give you basic rundown of the family. It's like a boy 13, girl 14. And you kind of think about what they would like, or like what would you like to get when you were that age, and right. Stuff like that. So even that, man, even helping that way is awesome. Again, like I said, the people that helped me there, you can tell, man, these people were just happy to be helping.
Yeah.
Like beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I highly recommend it.
And then shout out to our elves too that helped us and drove us around.
Yeah. AKA our families.
Yeah. When you get the list, right? It's like it's all these addresses, but it basically takes you in a little neighborhood, and you cover like 4 or 5 blocks of that neighborhood, and you're driving around there, right?
Yeah. And make sure you can fit everything. I know you were packed up, right?
Oh, dude! Like I didn't clean out my Jeep, or my Montero. I didn't clean it out, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, let's take the little car. We'll just and damn, dude, it was like Tetris, everything in there. Your wife helped out, man. She was like, do 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 do.
I was laughing because you're trying to fit everything in the trunk, and you're trying to close the trunk, and it was landing on one of the packages, and your wife was getting all mad, like, "Hey, stop! What are you doing?"
I was fucking Griswolding it.
Oh, speaking of Griswold, Speaking of Griswold,
let's get into it.
Yeah.
Again. So we'll start off at the top here. First round, we got Christmas Classic, Christmas Vacation, versus a classic in its own right is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Now, I watch Mickey's. I watch it every year. This was your first time watching it, right?
Yeah, I don't know, how old is this? I mean, it doesn't seem that old.
I want to say it's in the 90s.
But I enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it was about. But it's actually like, it's almost like a anthology.
Yeah.
There's little mini movies, I guess.
It starts off with Scrooge McDuck and
Donald Duck.
The Donald Duck and the basically the cast from the DuckTales.
Dewey and Louie.
Yeah. Dude, this was 1999. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
So that's like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, okay. So we were talking at work, right? And I talked about the Batman cards that I bought, right? And somebody told me, yeah, that was, so 89, that was what, 30-something years ago? And I was like, no, it wasn't. And they're like, yeah, 89, 30-something years ago. I'm like, fuck you. Like, son of a bitch.
Look, I only have one card currently. And I don't know where I picked this up, but look.
And I got you I bought you a whole pack.
Hopefully I get this one.
Yeah. And I saved the gum for you too. So the gum.
Can't wait for that.
Okay, so
30-year-old gum.
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, 1999. The first story is basically a Groundhog Day, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. They wish it was Christmas every year.
Every day.
Every day. And, you know, as I don't know if you've watched the Santa Clauses. Have you watched that show yet on Disney?
I haven't yet. Like, I want to watch it, but my kids are like, no, we got to wait. We got to watch all the other movies first. I'm like, come on already. But yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they enjoyed Christmas so much, and they wished, they wish for it to be Christmas every day.
Yeah.
And although it sounds great, but yeah, it ends up like Groundhog Day. If you guys seen that Bill Murray movie, it's classic.
Yeah. Shout out.
So basically, they wake up every morning and it's Christmas, and like they go through the same stuff over and over again, which is cool at first, but like Groundhog Day, after a while, it's like, come on already, I'm tired of this.
You know, all the good things that happen, right, and then all the good food that you eat. But I and then especially like once you get older, like, don't get me wrong, I always love Christmas, but sometimes the prepping and stuff, like there's a reason why it's one of the most stressful times for people, right? Like leading up to it or everything for Christmas. That's why everyone watches Christmas with the Cranks and they're like, man, I want to get away like that family. The second story, is the second story the Goofy story?
Yes.
And that one's great, right? We're like, Max stops, it's Goofy and his son Max. If anyone's a fan of Goof Troop, that was basically them, right?
Goofy movie?
Yeah, the Goofy movie. So, Goofy in his fucking way, always seems to make shit happen, but, I don't know. That story always kind of gets me in the little feels, man. Right? Because Goofy's basically he's Clark Griswold in it, right? Like he's that dad, like all of us that want, basically to make their kids happy, and to do whatever it takes to make that happen, man. And that's why that one always kind of gets to me.
Yeah. Especially at the end, like you get the feels because, Max dresses up as Santa trying to make his dad happy,
Yeah. Just even fucking thinking about it. I watched it recently. I say it before, I say it again. My new gauge now is being able to watch stuff with my daughter. And she loved it, man. So, that one's always great to me. It's Santa.
Santa Claus.
Fucking Goofy, man. Like, he's always fucking up some shit. Like, there's one part where Max is like, yeah, you're just gonna fall off the roof. And fucking sure enough.
Yeah, he ends up falling off.
But,
at one point he's like, I didn't fall off. I'm hanging on.
Yeah. There's another scene in there though, where you can tell like Gooch he's a single father, but at a certain point he helps out a family that you can tell is struggling, and helps provide like a Christmas dinner and stuff for that family and presents, and he comes in at one point dressed as Santa Claus to help give that family a great Christmas, and that was just awesome.
He was doing his Elf Louise,
Yeah. And fuck, man, like Goofy, for as fucking dumb and as stupid and as goofy as he fucking is, man, he fucking tugs at the fucking heartstrings and doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could have seen just the whole movie on that part.
Yeah.
Then the third part we get Mickey.
Yeah. They got to bring in the closer, right? So this story is fucking beautiful. It's like Mickey and Minnie. Again, you could tell they're both struggling for money, dealing with fucked up boss. Mickey's only fucking valuable thing he has in this world is his harmonica. Minnie's the only valuable thing that she has is this fucking heart-shaped watch. And she wants to get him a case for his harmonica.
Right.
He wants to get her a chain to hold that watch on. What do? They both trade in their fucking most valued thing to get the other the gift. And I mean, fucking, isn't that just fucking like the absolute spirit of fucking giving right there?
I know. And just their faces, they open up the gift, and Mickey opens up this case, and he's like, "Oh, a case for my harmonica that I don't have anymore."
Yeah, and they don't want to fucking tell the other one that that's what they had to do to get the gift, man. And that is just fucking like again, fucking Disney tugging at the heartstrings again. So yeah, it's one of those that I watch this thing every fucking year. It's so good. The stories are so good. And it's everyone. You get Donald, you get Goofy, and of course you get Mickey and Minnie.
Yep. The whole gang.
Yeah. The only one they were missing was Launchpad McQuack.
So Once Upon a Christmas, going against a beast.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes. This movie is a lot of people's, especially here, favorite movie. Favorite Christmas movie.
I mean, he's driving around in my car next to me. So.
That's your what is it called? It's a car caddy or something like that.
I don't know. I got this inflatable Chevy Chase that I have in my passenger seat. It rides around with me.
Do you ever find yourself fucking talking to it? Like, you see this motherfucker cut me off?
It's funny. I've seen, we don't really have it here, but like the carpool lane, I've seen people getting busted for having these inflatables and they're, they're in the carpool lane.
You ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Don't judge me, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, fuck you. You know, yeah. No, okay, you wouldn't get it.
It's like Seinfeld.
Yeah. It is like Seinfeld. It's Seinfeld.
Wasn't he one of the writers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. He's basically George.
All right.
I don't know. It's very good. Anyways, there's a scene where he picks up a prostitute just so he can use the fucking
the carpool lane.
Carpool lane.
I'm gonna pay you just to ride in the car with me.
Okay. Our watchers voted, and Christmas Vacation got 3 votes. It got 2 overall votes. As the number 1 overall. So Mickey did not pick up any. And I think it's just people not being familiar with Mickey.
Yeah, like I wasn't, but it's actually pretty good.
It's a good story.
And it's not too long. It's like a little over an hour.
It's an hour and a half, yeah.
But I mean, we don't have to go into Vacation too much yet, but
yeah.
Let's just say Vacation is moving on.
Now, people kind of asked, and I tell you, I did it on purpose. But you look at the bottom of that bracket there, and I went Keaton versus Keaton.
Oh, I hate you.
So we get Batman Returns that
it's a Christmas movie. Don't get me wrong.
Mind you, as you're watching it, try and remember that it's not only is it a Christmas movie, but it's a kids movie. It's supposed to be a kids movie.
Is it though? Is it though?
It's supposed to be like while
there's some comments in this movie.
If you got a McDonald's Happy Meal toy linked to your movie, it's supposed to be a kids movie.
Yeah, McDonald's gave out the plastic. I have some in here somewhere. The plastic cups.
The
Returns. With Catwoman and Penguin on it.
Yeah, it had the little toys, right? So it had the penguin and his little duck. Batman had the car that the sides came off. If you remember that.
The little Catwoman car.
That was probably the stupidest scene I've ever seen in a Batman movie.
Where he goes to the little alley.
Yeah, when he goes to the little alley, like what the fuck? Because he turns after that, and it looks like shit. Like,
how do you turn like that?
Yeah. Anyways, I digress. But
what's even stupider in that scene, and I like Michael Keaton Batman, but about that scene when the car turns so small, like a little wiener, going through the little alley. What's more dumb is like there's three cop cars that are behind them, and they all crash into each other. It's like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh fuck. I watched that yesterday, and I gotta tell you, I still love the movie. Like I can see all the flaws in it, right? Like there's one scene, and guys, you probably can't tell, like, but there's one scene where he's in the jet, and a fucking penguin goes by him like this, and he just turns like this, and he looks.
Because he's like, that suit, he can't move. You have to move your whole body. If you notice the fight scenes too in both the first movies, like they're real like stiff because he can't move his neck.
Yeah. Another part is that at the end, where again you get all the close-ups of him, you can see the fucking eyeliner, and then when he's about to rip off his mask, spoilers, you can see the white on his eyes and shit like that.
That's the charm of it. But that's one reason why I really like the Batman, right? Pattinson's Batman. Because you could see he had the black makeup around his eyes.
Here was another thing too. It's like Christopher Walken. Again, he plays a character in this movie that who the fuck is he, right? Like he's nobody.
Shrek.
Yeah. So he plays a character in this movie where he's like, Bruce Wayne, why are you dressed up as Batman? And I'm just like, what the fuck?
I like whatchamacallit, his son in the movie, freaking
Latimer.
Butterfinger, if you watch Hudson Hawk.
And then, we haven't talked about the great fucking Danny DeVito.
Man.
Fucking chewing it up, bro.
I like him in this movie.
He did. For me, and we haven't seen it all from the Pattinson one, but that's kind of, I prefer the Penguin to be something like that. I do like the original Penguin, the way he was, but I like this Penguin a lot. Like I like DeVito's Penguin.
DeVito's. I thought you were talking about Pattinson's.
Yeah. We haven't seen it all from him.
I like Colin Farrell's Penguin too, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We haven't seen
it's
it
just
all
a different universe.
Yeah.
I want to see more Tim Burton universe Batman.
And that was the thing, right? Like, I know Tim Burton gets a lot of shit because he was like, I'd never read comic books and stuff like that. But his movies are basically comic books, right? Like, the way they play out and stuff like that, like you think about the end scene where Penguin fucking dies, and the penguins come and they're on his side, right? And no one's touching him, but he's slowly fucking going towards the water and shit like that, right? None of the penguins are touching him. He's just fucking gliding on. But that's a comic book fucking scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And we haven't really talked much about the Batman movies because we haven't got into them yet. But
yeah,
Michelle Pfeiffer, if we had to rank, well, first of all, the best Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah. She's up there. I mean, that'd be a topic for a show, but like the top movie Batman villains, she's near the top for me.
Oh yeah.
I love Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Except for the stupid kind of origin. Because I mean, what the fuck is going on there?
Were they like the cat's eating her fingers?
Yeah. Except for that, like, yeah, you're right. Like the way she plays it and everything like that. Her Selena Kyle, the Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne of it all.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that they play it so good, and Keaton's so good.
Yeah.
His Bruce Wayne is so fucking good. I love it. Like, you know, when they're there and they throw the mistletoe line out there. And again, like, for anyone that says it's not a Christmas movie, again, mistletoe line, Christmas, they say Merry Christmas throughout the fucking movie. Like, hey, you know, I don't want to ask questions like that. It's Christmas, you know?
Even at the very beginning, like, the big thing is they're lighting the Christmas tree.
Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, and I give Chuck a shout out because he called it out today. But at the end of the movie where he's like, Merry Christmas, Mr. Wayne. And he's like, Merry Christmas, Alfred. Oh, fuck. Merry Christmas, Alfred. And goodwill towards men. And that's such a fucking, such a comic book to say. But it's good, man. It's good. Like, and so Chuck commented on my thing because I was talking about that. I watched it. And he put goodwill towards men. Yeah. I want to say, is this our first time kind of talking
about
officially?
Batman? Yeah.
A Batman movie? Yeah.
It is.
You
That's what I said. We haven't brought it up, but yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we've been saying we will.
Dude, I was there, and I'm there with my wife watching it yesterday, and I'm just like, isn't Batman so fucking great? Like, Batman's just great. Like, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Like, I know there's a lot of people that hate Batman. Just Another Friday Night has made 10 shows about Batman, but they swear they hate him.
It's the only thing that I think is saving DC right now. I mean,
yeah.
That's all they got.
Yeah. And I mean, fucking Pattinson's Batman was great, man. I loved it.
I hope, what's his name going over there? James
Gunn.
James Gunn taking over the Kevin Feige role of DC.
Yeah.
And, I hope he at least finishes out that trilogy or whatever they were going to do with it.
Yeah. Let's Matt Reeves do his thing. Yeah. Or even, like, Pattinson's young enough that can be the start of a universe.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? James Gunn's going to go in there and he's going to pull out some weird characters and try to Guardians of the Galaxy it, you know what I mean? But
No. Like, people are all saying that, and I don't think that's going to be the case. But at least I'm hoping that's not the case, right? Like, again, I'm with everybody. I wanted to see Cavill again, but I agree. Like, if he's doing his own thing, he needs to do his own thing.
And he might be doing it like, maybe he's going to pick one timeline and just go with that. I don't know.
And I saw, like, pictures of some, again, because Cavill's older. Like, you need a younger guy. I saw some pictures of potentials, and I'm excited for it, man. Like, fuck it. He has to do it. right? He couldn't go with the older people. I love Ben Affleck's Batman. I'm a big Ben Affleck fan.
Yeah.
I agree that they have to move on if they're gonna do this, but man, like Batman versus Superman could have been so much better, I think.
With James Gunn, yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, just the whole build.
Even though
to
you're
that
all,
better.
on Zack Snyder's nuts, but I mean,
Hey,
I'd pick Gunn over Zack Snyder.
If Zack Snyder, yeah, you're correct, because you know what, Zack Snyder sometimes gets too involved, and I got to see the picture of it. Like if James Gunn, because again, dude, did you watch this Guardians of the Galaxy fucking Christmas special?
I did, and
you
I hate this James Gunn because to me it's garbage.
What?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
God. Okay.
I was looking forward to it.
Dude, Kevin Bacon.
I know Kevin, but
Kevin Bacon.
I know Kevin Bacon is cool. There's parts of it that were cool. You know what threw me off from the very beginning?
The song?
The Christmas song, yeah, because it was dumb. But you see fucking Groot. You see this?
Yeah, bulked up Groot.
They couldn't spend a few bucks to just do some easy CGI. I mean, it looks stupid because the last time we saw Groot, he was like real skinny. He was like a teenage Groot.
Yeah.
And now they give us this where you have baby Groot's face on a fucking big ass fucking look like fucking a wrestler
right?
underneath. Yeah. One of them Party City puffed up muscle costumes with baby Groot's head on it. It's like, no. Just leave him out.
I like the story. I like what they did. I like the ending where he's telling her, he finds out that they're brother and sister, and he's like, that's the best gift of all. The crybaby in me was crying. But, yeah, I guess. I liked it. But, okay, yeah, I'm hoping for big things for James Gunn, man.
Yeah.
DC. Okay, back to our movie.
He needed a bigger budget on that one. But, okay, yeah, we're going way off topic. What are we doing? Yeah, whatever.
What'd you lose?
Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
Batman Returns versus Jack Frost.
Okay, so Jack Frost, another Keaton movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie around this time.
Yeah, I like it. I like
HBO
it.
Max. Yeah.
He's a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a lot of time for his family, kids, because he's always on the road.
Yeah. Wife is kind of at home, doing all the stuff by herself. And again, he's struggling to make it, but he's just right there, right? They start off the movie, and of course he's at a concert and he's singing Frosty the Snowman. Of course. I like the guy that plays his piano player. I can't think of his name right now, but he came in A Knight's Tale as well.
Yeah, the little chubby dude.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Only thing that bothered me about this movie is that guy's obviously got some kind of English accent, and they're in Colorado. It threw me off. It fucking threw me off.
Hey, he could be,
He's a musician. They travel,
family
right?
came down and they stayed.
I don't know, man. Like after fucking Keaton died, I think he was trying to move in on a little,
Hey, I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him.
He was trying to play dad. Because, okay, it gives you that vibe at the end, right? Like, it's like he's in the house playing piano, she's cooking or cleaning or something like that, and then they look outside and the little boy's playing outside with his friends. What the fuck is that? Like, did he officially move in? What the fuck? I need to see Jack Frost 2. Jack Frost 2 is the fucking the fucking evil version one that's all fucking cochino.
Where it was planned that that guy ended up killing Keaton and just so he can move in on the family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's sad. But yet,
yeah.
But yet it's not. I don't know. It's a good movie.
It gives you there are some feels in it, man. Yeah. Just the dad coming back, and then when the dad comes back, and then the mom sees him for just that half a second before he whips away, and before Thanos fucking snaps him away, is pretty good. But they give you all the little quips, right? About like, okay, like he gets in the snowball fight, the kid gets in the snowball fight. And of course the snowman's a badass snowman. And then when they go sledding down the hill, and it turns into fucking they're snowboarding down the hill. I always liked that part. That was good. And then the hockey stuff, you know, as a dad, you know, you get to see your son score the game-winning goal or some shit like that. So of course they fucking pull on your heartstrings that way as well.
Yeah. Like I said, I really like this movie. Is it gonna beat out Batman though?
No, but I mean, does Keaton make bad movies? I don't know. Like he's good in this.
I don't know of a Keaton movie I don't like.
Right.
Put it that way.
Like, yeah. We could go we can do a whole Keaton bracket one day. Cause shit,
I'd be down.
No, you know, we both fucking vote for Gung Ho.
Hell yeah. That's one of my favorites. What are you talking about, man?
And this week while Luck's at home, he's playing Mr. Mom.
I told you, it's like, as much as I like Keaton Batman,
yeah.
As far as Keaton movies, I want to say it's a tie between my top two, Gung Ho and Mr. Mom.
Yeah. I like what's that? He does that Midnight with Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
Night Moves or some shit like that. That one was.
They had like an escort service.
Yeah. And then Gung Ho, man. Gung Ho was one of my favorites, and that was before I started working for a fucking Japanese company.
Hell yeah.
But like I said, there's that movie, The Founder, where he plays the guy that did McDonald's. Yeah, you got to watch that.
Okay.
And then, I mean, fuck, Spider-Man, dude. He was great in that.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
All right.
We have The Grinch. Now, this is not the old animated Grinch. This is not Jim Carrey's Grinch. It's not that old, right? It's just called The Grinch.
Yeah, it's called The Grinch, and it's a bit of a newer version. It was directed by Scott Mosier, who did movies with Kevin Smith back in the day. Directed by Scott Mosier. It's got a lot of famous actors in it, but
Benjamin Cumbersnatch, or what's his name?
Yeah, Cumberbatch.
Doctor Strange
in there, yeah. So Doctor Strange is he plays the Grinch this time around, and it's a different story. It's not the same story that you're used to. I mean, the basic stuff is there, but there's a Cindy Lou Who that's, you know, a little bit more rambunctious. There's more of a story behind the town. One of my favorite new parts they have in it is Keenan from what's his name? Oh, God damn it! I can't think of his last name. From Saturday Night Live.
Kenan Thompson.
Yeah, Kenan Thompson. He plays the neighbor. That's pretty good, and he's funny in that part as well.
Yeah, it's a totally different spin on the Grinch story.
Yeah.
I like it. The Grinch is not. I don't feel he's as mean in this one. Just maybe misunderstood.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good movie.
I mean, it hit the same old Grinch stuff. I mean, they don't go away from it necessarily, but just like Jim Carrey's version, they have to tell another story, right? To tell a movie, like the original version is a little book, and it's a 30-minute special, right? So they got to elaborate a little bit. I like the way they went on this one, man. It was real good. Give you a new spin, even the music and everything to it.
And I know, like, in all the cartoons, the Who's have like this certain look to them.
Yeah,
I like the look of the Who's, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's like a little different. It's a little similar to the Lorax movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that movie, but
yeah, Danny DeVito.
Yeah. But yeah, that look of the Who's, I really like that. It's like a fresh look of the Who's.
I like the idea of them. They're like, Christmas is 3 times bigger this year, and so now you can tell they already do Christmas big time, but it's 3 times bigger, and they're fucking they're flying that Christmas tree in, and I like the idea of everyone from the town bringing in their own Christmas decoration for the tree.
Yeah,
and I really like that. Kind of shows that community aspect. So I don't know. I really like the Grinch story on this one. I'm a big fan of Scott Mosier. So I wanted this one to do well. I think it did. I think it did good for them. But yeah, man, it was awesome. I liked it.
Yes, sir. Going against a new movie. Did this come out last year?
I think it's last year, because last year was a hit.
Yeah. Is it? It's not Netflix.
It's Netflix.
Is it Netflix?
No.
HBO Max.
Max. I'm telling you right now. If you're looking for Christmas movies, HBO Max, man, got you covered.
Yeah.
It's got a Christmas Vacation.
Harold and Kumar. Friday After Next.
It does have Friday After Next. I'll tell you that. You got to watch that again.
That's right.
Again, Batman Returns, Jack Frost, 8-Bit Christmas,
my daughter's boyfriend was giving me some heat on that because we were talking about Friday, and he said Friday After Next is his favorite, and I was like, no way, you get out of here.
Yeah. Did you tell him that I thought so as well? Like I like it.
The OG Friday is the best. But anyways, okay, 8-Bit Christmas just came out last year, and I wanted to rewatch this one because I did last night, and man, this is such a good movie. And I think we need to push for this movie. More people need to see this movie, especially like our generation, because it's talk about his adventures and trying to get Nintendo. Mm-hmm. It's a great movie, and then, man, when you watch it for the first time, they slap you in the face with this
at the end. Yeah,
at the end, it's like, God damn it.
And I gotta rewatch again, but they never get the Nintendo, right?
Spoilers, yeah.
Spoilers, no.
Yeah, he doesn't get it at the end, and I think that's what makes it even more better. If that makes it more better.
Yeah.
Hey. Because like all these movies, they're all predictable, right? And they're like, he's gonna get it at the end. He's gonna get the Nintendo. He doesn't.
Dude.
But
you're right. It adds to it.
It's such a good movie. Neil Patrick Harris, pretty much narrating the whole movie as it's going through, and NPH is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's an HBO original, right?
I want to say yeah, because I think it's only on HBO Max.
Yeah. Again, this The Grinch didn't get votes. This one got 2 votes, and I got this. My brother picked this one number 1 overall.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude. I mean, what's your story on getting a Nintendo? You got one?
I got one. I want to say it was either for my birthday or Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
My OG, my birth dad, my birth dad and my mom got they split up when I was like a baby, right?
Yeah.
But I was used to go visit my dad in California every summer.
Ellie.
And that's where I got most of my stuff. I think he felt because whatever he wanted, his way of showing he was my dad and still cared. He would buy me big stuff for birthday and Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't even know if I realized it was a thing back in the days, but I remember getting it for Christmas, and it was, blew my mind. It was over after that, you know?
Yeah. I want to say my kind of first encounter, I had cousins that had Ataris and stuff, but I had a friend that I guess his parents had money. They lived just off the base, and he had a Sega and a Nintendo.
Ooh, he's rich.
Yeah. So I would go to his house, and I remember this was when I was in 3rd grade, so I was about 8. Coming to 4th grade, I it's all I asked for Christmas, and by this time more people had it, and it was a big deal because it was $100. It was $99.99.
Yeah,
I remember the ad and everything. And me and my brother are fucking. Mind you, I'm gonna say it right now. I just spent $416 on a Nintendo for my son. The one that has a PS5 already. A Nintendo Switch, right?
Oh, the new ones.
Yeah. Anyways, me and my brother begged for it. It was gonna be our only gift. We knew it was under the tree, right? Like we knew it was wrapped and everything. I remember. Oh shit!
I just got that.
I remember. Let's see. I remember asking my mom, like it was maybe a day or two before Christmas. I'm like, Mom, can we open the Nintendo to look at it? Mom, can we? And she was asleep, and I swear I heard a yeah. And me and my brother fucking took it out. My mom woke up. We're fucking playing the Nintendo. She whipped our fucking ass. Oh, we got in trouble. But that was our only gift. And dude, man, we played the shit out of that Nintendo. My friends would come over. We played it all the damn time. It was awesome, man. That was probably one of my best Christmas gifts. It was my only one. That year I got that and Batman 1989 on VHS.
Nice. Yeah, Nintendo, man. I got so many memories of like staying up all night playing games, and it's like the funny thing is, it's like we used to play the shit out of Nintendo, right? And the funny thing is though, if you go back and play some of those games, they're fucking hard. It's like there's no save. You die, you start all the way over again.
I don't know if you follow, like on Jerry's Totally Rad Christmas, I posted something on him. Anytime I get like an 80s kind of thing, I'll throw some love Jerry's way, and I'll post it on his. And basically it was all these Nintendo games, and you only get to pick 2, okay? First one's Castlevania. Second one is Double Dragon. Number 3 is Excitebike. Number 4 is Metroid. Number 5, Punch-Out. Number 6, the original Mario Brothers. Number 7 is Tecmo Bowl. 8 is Tetris. 9 is Super Mario Bros. 3. 10 is Zelda. 11 is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. And 12 is Mega Man 2. Which 2 are you picking, Luck?
I'm trying to find the post. Because you're going too fast for me.
I sent it to you, Messenger.
I would have to go. Punch Out 1.
Ooh.
And if it was regular Tecmo Bowl and not Tecmo Super Bowl, I would have gone with that. But since it's not, I say Zelda and Punch Out.
Zelda and Punch Out. For me, I went with Mario Brothers 3 and Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl's a shit. I can't believe you, as a Chicago Bears fan, wouldn't pick the original Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, it's not in there.
Tecmo Bowl is in there.
That's Tecmo Super Bowl.
No, that's not. That's original Tecmo Bowl.
No. That's a different
Don't
game.
tell me. Oh, that is Tecmo Super Bowl. Okay. I'd probably go with Punch Out.
That's what I said.
I'd probably go with Punch Out.
If it was
God
the
damn it.
regular Tecmo Bowl, all day.
Okay. I think Bases Loaded should have been in there.
But Super
Jerry
Mario
said-
3, is that your favorite Mario?
Huh?
Super Mario 3? Is that your favorite Mario?
I mean, besides Mario Kart, yeah. Why?
No, I'm just...
No.
No.
You said, like...
I've asked a few people, and I'm talking about like NES. Everybody likes Super Mario 3. I'd pick the original over that one.
Why? Because you know how to get unlimited men in that one stage where you jump on the fucking turtle.
And I'd even pick the weird Super Mario Brothers 2 over this one.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers 2 is so weird. It's like it's not like any other Mario game.
From the fucking get-go, right?
And I could be wrong. Fact checkers can call me out on this, but I thought I heard somewhere or saw something that like that was not an original. Originally, that was not a Mario game. It was some other game, and then they just put Mario in it or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
I was thinking
it's totally different.
We should call fucking Chuck and be like, "You didn't fucking pick a winner. What is your problem?" I've been with them all day because that other wrestling group is in town today. That AEW. And I'm like, do you want to go? Or I was like, are you going? He's like, he goes, do you want to go? Like, we can go in as seat fillers or whatever. But then he's like, nah, that show fills up, unlike WWE. I was like, what? I was like, that's why it's at the fucking Freeman Coliseum. And he's like, he fucking tells me, you're supposed to be Santa.
Hey, all the wrestling should be at Freeman Coliseum, if you ask me.
Why?
Because that's the OG spot.
Nah.
That's where
WWE, but their shows are too big to be at.
That's where I saw Ultimate Warrior versus Ravishing Rick Rude was at Freeman Coliseum. Yeah.
I remember going like when I was like 8, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was like my favorite fucking wrestler, right? Because he's fucking I thought he was Mexican like me, or maybe Santana. Maybe it's Tito Santana.
Tito Santana.
And Rick Martel comes from fucking behind him and starts fucking beating him with that fucking that perfume thing that he had and shit. All right, we got way fucking off topic. Let's bring it back.
8-bit Christmas.
Potty break! He just grabbed the Reader's Digest. We have 4.2 minutes.
And we're back.
All right.
Check it out.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's I don't know where. I want to say I bought it at the fucking maybe at the flea market, bro.
Bro. I am on this kick. You got any old systems?
I got this. I don't have it here. I might have it at one of my in-laws, but I think at once upon a time we had a 64 for a long time.
I just picked this up.
Yeah.
PS1. I got a PS2. Like, this is like, I don't know. I'm on this kick now. Like, I want to say like the past 2, maybe 3 months, right? I got that. I got a PS2 Slim.
Yeah.
And I have a 64 and a GameCube on the way.
So, for the PlayStation,
and I got a Wii. I just got a Wii.
They had the original. You know what's cool about the Wii is that you can play Nintendo games on there, right?
You can play GameCube games.
Well, like I heard, like there was a thing like you could put in there to play Nintendo games. My daughter, for the longest time, or maybe one of my sons, they had a Game Boy Advance that had like a modified game on there.
With a bunch of games on there?
With a bunch of fucking games on there. It's pretty badass.
Yep. And I have a Genesis.
Hey, I'm texting Chuck. I told him I'm gonna call him. Can we call him? Like, can we call him on the phone and it pick up? Like, if I call him on speaker? I
can bring him in on Bluetooth.
I told him, I said, Lucky and I want to call you, like, and he said, go for it.
Okay.
I told him we'll send him his payment for an appearance later.
Yo.
What's up, man?
What is up, Luck?
Chuck, are you at the AEW show? Because it does sound like an AEW crowd behind you.
Well, I got to tell you, I tried to get tickets, but as per usual, their shows are sold out.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Well,
what are you going to do, right?
When you play in a bingo hall, there's a limited amount of seats available. So
say, hey, bring your own chair. Bring your own chair.
Bring your own chair. Bring your own chair. Bring your own cheering section also. You know what I mean? So what are you going to do?
The listeners had to get had to hear you because you commented on our bracket today and you didn't give us a winner.
I know, public outcry, right? Well, you know, I have to admit, I have not seen the Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch, but I don't really see it beating Gremlins. So that already tells me that, you know, Gremlins was gonna pull that one out regardless.
Grinch was going up against 8-Bit Christmas.
Well, yeah. Right. So I didn't really have a winner out of that too. I have seen the 8-Bit Christmas and I did enjoy it. And I didn't want to weigh in on that particular matchup without having seen that Grinch. I did find a copy to watch, but I haven't watched it yet. So I was like, well, but I thought the 8-Bit Christmas was good. And I mean, you guys tell me, what is that new Grinch? Is it just basically the same Grinch story, like he's going to steal Christmas again, but it's animated, or is it like following his solo adventures? Or?
It's like a retelling of the Grinch story. It's a Grinch, but it told a different way.
If you listen to Now Watch This, we talk about it on the show.
Yeah, we talked about it tonight.
Yeah.
I actually do listen pretty regularly. So I think you're my number 2 podcast according to Spotify. So
all right, I like that.
Right behind Just Another Friday Night, the your pop culture podcast.
What happened this week? You guys,
yeah.
You guys pulled in that. Watch this.
Yeah.
No,
We
y'all
said
have an
y'all were
episode out
copying
this
us.
week.
No, but
It's
I'm
gonna be
saying,
out tomorrow.
Oh, with us? Oh, yeah. Well, say family stuff and dad stuff, and life happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our excuse.
Yeah. Plug in any one of those excuses there.
Well, I mean, we had the excuse of being Santa this Sunday. You didn't have that excuse,
Yeah,
did you?
I saw that. I'm emotionally damaged, so it's probably not really good for me to be in front of a bunch of kids and seeing them. I also was a benefactor of Elf Louise in my time and Blue Santa, and when I hear that "Father of Mine" song, from Everclear about the welfare Christmas, I'm like, damn, that was me. So I don't want to further traumatize kids by going out there and being the crying Santa. You know what I mean? So if you guys need help rapping, though, I'll be there to help you guys rap anytime or
do
to
you
be in. Yo, check it. Yeah, my name is CM Chuck, and I'm here with my boy Luck and his dude Lil Joe. Some people say he's ho ho, like, Merry Christmas, y'all.
You like Harry Mack? You want me to tell you 3 random words and freestyle off it?
Hey, that dude's pretty legendary, man. I gotta give him all the props, man.
Yeah.
No, but man, hey, I want to give you guys mad love, respect, and props. Dude, that was really amazing, man. I mean, dude, y'all doing the Lord's work for real, so that's really cool. Next year, maybe after some therapy, I might be ready to Santa up. But if not, if y'all just need an elf on the sled, you know what I mean? Let your boy CM Chuck know.
You guys did your part. You came and showed your ass at the toy drive and helped us raise stuff there. Got on the mic like you do and took over for a little bit. So, hey,
totally.
You know what I mean? So.
That's a little bit different, I think, than what you guys did, though, man. That was some frontline type stuff you guys did, and I have nothing but respect for that. So I can't say nothing. I gave you guys praise on the page, and I saw that good friend Alfred, you know what I mean. Freddie gave you guys some love too, saying the same thing, man. I mean, that's what the season's all about, right?
Yeah. It was awesome, man. Shout out to, like I said, Elf Louise, and then Luck for getting us involved, man.
Totally, man. Totally. For sure. Well, let me ask you guys, who did you guys have winning out of 8-Bit Christmas and the Grinch?
Well, that's what we're on right now. And Joe wanted to give you a call.
Yeah. I figured, because we went off on a bit about, the whole Nintendo experience and stuff like that. But, I mean, we know for you in this whole bracket that, your favorite movie is the one that really reveals the secret about Santa.
Well, I don't know that I would particularly agree that reveals about Santa. I do think that it is a dark and telling story, though. If you know our friend, CJ, Claude Belanger, he's doing a new podcast and he talks about how Christmas isn't always happy, right? Like there are some sad moments, and that's when I kind of fell in love with Phoebe Cates. So it was like, she was like my number 3 girl of the '80s. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. Plus, come on, guys, Gremlins is Christmas heavy. You've got Barney the dog wrapped in Christmas lights at one point. You've got Gremlins celebrating Christmas at the movie theater, at the bar. I mean, it's like that's what it's all about.
I agree.
Yeah.
Is that who wins this bracket for you?
You know what? Because you feel as though Batman Returns was pretty Christmas heavy as well. Like the same thing. Like that one, like oozes Christmas vibes, although it's not necessarily doesn't have any Christmas music in it. I don't think. I mean, like unless I'm remembering incorrectly, you know what I mean. So that's tough, But Danny Elfman, pretty great. Here, my soundtracks remind me of Nightmare Before Christmas, who I think you guys both, unceremoniously shat on, which I don't appreciate. So speaking out for the Nightmare Before Christmas crowd, y'all were way wrong on that. But Tim Burton gets another chance. I like that, you know what I mean, with Batman Returns. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and ultimately say that in this bracket, Gremlins does come out on top.
All right.
I like it.
And you got to have a sleeper, guys. Don't forget Creepshow, what it did in Halloween. Remember, it went all the way. It went all the way to the final. You know what I mean?
You know, you got on that, and again, you know, I'm gonna say that I got bullied into it, but you know, hey.
Not you, Joe. No way. I don't buy that.
Hey, Chuck, are you guys gonna do like a end of the year show?
Like a recap, like a wrap up.
Yeah, just.
If we did do one, it would be in January. I don't foresee us ending the year on that because I think we've got like one more or two more Fridays left. We have something planned for this Friday, which was supposed to be last Friday, but you know, Double A actually was doing serious dad stuff, and like, you know, his little girl just had a birthday, so it was like, all right, you know, I was like, hey man, I get it, you know what I mean? Like, no worries. You know, in addition to me, yeah. But we will be back, I think, pretty sure on this Friday. It may be an early one, so mark your calendars if you guys want to hop on early or whatever.
I'm off work, so.
Yeah. But end of the year show, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys gonna do one?
We got to finish off this bracket. We got to do the final four next.
Yeah,
and then I don't know.
I think you guys are going like, what are we going like? Conference finals, and we need like the finals, right?
Yeah, and so we gotta get it into this, and then not to worry, Chuck, we're gonna get back into the Cochino movies for you.
Oh man, I've been waiting, man. I've been waiting. I mean, that's what I've been dying for. You know what I mean? Like, I love when you guys give me a good reference to teach us in a movie. You know, I don't think there's any. A great Christmas movie y'all left out, Trading Places, which also has David Lee Curtis topless.
Oh, man.
What can you guys, come on. You know what I mean? Eddie Murphy, Merry New Year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think we have enough movies to do a New Year's bracket, so.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. Hey, but I will say, man, you guys have got me to watch stuff recently because just y'all talking about it really made me get geeked up for those old movies, and I wanted to watch some of them. So I appreciate y'all putting me in the Christmas spirit, and these brackets have been great. I'm really glad that y'all are being totally original with brackets, the first ones to do it and bring it to the forefront of podcasting. It's amazing, man. I mean, like, I can't believe no one ever thought of it before. So I love that for you guys. No, that's a compliment. That's a compliment. I don't like people hating on y'all.
You're very defensive of us, and I appreciate it, Chuck.
Again, as you said before, Joe, you're our illegitimate kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's that parental instinct you have.
Don't forget, it's a circle.
Just as long as you don't have to drive to save us, we're good.
Yeah, no, exactly. That would put you guys in darkness. But if you need someone to call emergency services, I'm your guy.
He had to throw that in there.
Yeah. Oh, Chuck, I appreciate you coming on, man. We had to get you on because we missed you from Friday, so we had to hear
appreciate it, guys.
CM Chuck voice.
So much, man. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be on the Great Now Watch This with Lucky and Joe, a podcast for the ages. So again, I can't wait for more Mañoso movies.
Right.
Well,
they're coming.
Sell your ass a little bit. Tell us about the podcast that birthed us. The Simpsons to our Family Guy.
There we go. I love it. Hey, guys. Well, before I get off here, I want to tell you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, goodwill towards men.
Oh, yeah. Do we have to
thank you
something
all for...
up? I have to see you before then, so.
You can find me at the local bar.
Hey,
we got to do something.
Yeah, me and Luck are off next week, bro.
Yeah, so am I.
Really?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Plus, I'm having like the horrible home holiday experience, like arguing with family and
I haven't been home. I've had my wife's been off this week, and it's been good having a housewife, so.
Nice.
Luck's been playing Mr. Mom over there at home.
Hey, there it is, Luck. That's the sweet gig, right? Michael Keaton reference. Love it.
Yeah.
No, I'm working till tomorrow. Till Friday, and then hopefully they're cutting us early, and then I'll go podcast for you guys, for y'all to enjoy. At least like and share. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah, but we definitely need you for the final four. If not, just a phone call like this or audio clip, something.
Hey, you guys want me in person? I'll bring a sixer. Otherwise, I'll drink it alone here at home.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll go pick your ass up for your rider.
Hey, we all need to ride out to see Violent Night. Did y'all watch it already?
Oh, I haven't. I want to.
Yeah.
Great, like during the day thing when we're like, just tell the wives you're going out for milk and cigarettes and go watch the movie.
I'm down.
Hey, I'm down.
I'll
just be like, hey, Luck's been asking for us to get together again, so we got to have another mandate.
What is Luck the de facto? He needs the boys time.
Yeah, well, it tells you like I guess my wife thinks that Luck's
retarded.
No, not retarded. He's responsible, and he won't let us be dumbasses because she knows if it's just me and you, Chuck. When I go hang out with you, she's like, "Hey, take it easy, okay? Like, calm down."
I'm not the poster boy for responsibility, so that's probably. Well, she's wise. She sees Luck's got a good job, lives on a good side of town. She's like, he must be responsible, right?
Yeah. And then Chuck, you have to go pick him up. What? Oh God!
I just told Joe I'm on like this stupid kick. I'm into like retro gaming now, I guess. Like I just picked up a PS1, a PS2. I got a PS2.
Nice.
I got a GameCube and a 64 on the way. I got a Wii. I'm getting ridiculous right now.
Dude, let us know when you get the setup going. Look, I'm down to play some of that. Dude, some old GoldenEye or dude, I have 2 clean copies of Super Tecmo Bowl, 2 controllers and an original NES that I've been like dying to kick ass on, and nobody wants to play it. Nobody doesn't remember it. I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Oh.
Bro, I will go spank you, Chuck. But dude, yeah, Luck fucking set it up. We'll 4 controllers, WrestleMania 2000 on there, or what was it, WCW versus NWO?
Yeah,
that one was good too.
Gotta clear out my room, and I found an old TV too, like the big tube TV.
Do it. Yeah. I'm kind of trying. It's so funny you said, like, I've been trying to kind of set up a retro gaming station too. Like, actually, it's kind of like in my living room in a way. I'll send you guys a picture. It's a mess right now, but I'm trying to get it coming along, and all I have is the original NES. But I've got it. I'm trying to get it going where if I wanted to sit in front of there and play retro games, I could. At least NES games for now. But dude, that's a badass kick. We got to get some like old Ninja Turtles also.
4-player it on the X-Men game.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Then you got to get into those stand-ups, right? Those old. Don't get into those. Those 1-up.
Oh no.
the standing ones.
I think we have we can have Chuck stick in for the other movies. Chuck, you got time or no?
Yeah, I'm available, man. I'm just hanging out. I was actually going to record for Jerry D, the song thing, but I can't figure out what I'm doing. So.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because the other day I got on with Jerry, and you were supposed to get on, man. You were nowhere to be seen, man. What happened?
No way. What show was that?
He just wanted like a kind of Christmas extravaganza thing, and I was on, CJ was on, and we were waiting for you. You never got on.
Yeah, that was like the kind of like impromptu Christmas party thing. Yeah, that night I think was my nephew's Christmas choir concert, so I didn't get to hop on. He was asking, and I was like, dude, I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah. So
it's all good.
I'm sad I missed it. But next year, I was actually on last year for a little bit, but it was kind of weird because I didn't know a lot of people. Like I know more of those guys now, so I missed out on being on this year. Did Tom and Julia get on, Anthony?
No, that was the other thing. They were missing too, so it was just
okay.
us, man. And then we're just kind of bullshitting, so we never got the song in. That's why he's asking for the song now, I think.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, that would be good stuff, man. That would be good stuff.
All right, look, so where are we at now?
8-bit over the Grinch.
8-bit over the Grinch, and we got Gremlins and Santa Claus 3. Chuck, what's your experience with Santa Claus 3?
You know, that's the one with Martin Short, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, I have memories of watching it, but not loving it. But I kind of liked that it was like a straight up villain. But it wasn't something that I go back to or will rewatch. I really love the original Santa Claus. I don't have a lot of memories really of part 2, you know, like of it being anything special.
The Mrs.
So that's
Claus?
tough for me too. Yeah. But this third one I definitely...
The Mrs. Claus is my favorite Santa Claus movie.
That's the second one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. He's trying to find the wife. Yeah. You know, again, I just think maybe it's one of those ones I need to see again. I just felt like the first one had a lot of heart, and then, you know, the subsequent one's not as much, I guess. So,
What do you think,
for me, that one...
I know you like Martin Short.
I like Martin Short.
Yeah.
Is this the best Santa Claus movie? I don't know. There's parts of it that I really, really like. Mainly just Martin Short. To me, he's the whole movie.
and he's great. I love Martin Short. Yeah.
Yeah, the supporting cast in this movie is strong. Right down to the little girl that hugs the Frost out of Jack Frost, and Jack Frost is his second showing in this one. But Judge Reinhold comes back. He's great in this. The parents, her parents. I can't think of the guy's name, but he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a good character.
So y'all didn't feel like in this third one they had gone to the well too many times already?
I don't know.
Well, that's why it was the last movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, this show, it's had some good moments. It had some good points that's come out. But I like Tim Allen, man. Like, Tim Allen is good in fucking anything that he's in. I don't know too many bad Tim Allen movies.
Yeah, and that first one is just so iconic. I mean, like, it's kind of funny, right? Like, I feel like Elf really iconic, right? But they didn't try to do sequels or try to, like, do more movies. I don't know if there was ever talk about it or whatever, but, you know, and I think that what these franchises are finding is that when they have these streaming networks, they have an opportunity to kind of, like, clean up a little bit of, like, the messes of kind of, like, maybe bad sequels. I haven't seen the Santa Claus's show, but, I mean, with you kind of saying just what you said, Joe, like, maybe you feel like that's a little bit what's going on? Or
I haven't seen them either, but the main thing I want to know, the original Santa Claus movie. And then we find out in part 2, he has to have a wife, right? So,
right.
What happened to the Mrs. Claus from the first movie?
Okay,
I'm telling you, it's like once he put on the coat, the elves were like, "You got to get the hell out of here because we got a new Santa coming."
Yeah.
Pack your shit.
They're like, "Hey, pack up your shit. Your old man's dead."
That's what they've been doing with this show, and that's what I've caught on to with a lot of these, I guess, revisits that they've been doing with different shows. Is they've been kind of filling in the holes. You know, Marvel does it with some of the stuff that it's been picking up. They kind of fill in the holes that are there.
Wait a minute. You brought up Marvel. Have you seen?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What did you think?
Mm-hmm.
Be honest.
I really loved it. I really loved it. As mad as I am with James Gunn right now, I loved it.
Okay, why are you mad at James Gunn? I've heard you say
because Henry Cavill.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you don't fire Superman. You don't tug on Superman's cape, Joe. You don't piss into the wind.
I don't know, man. There's a guy that I know that he's tugged on Superman's cape more than once and gotten away with it. So, and that guy's name is Bruce fucking Wayne. All right,
get it out of here.
But
he is okay. My favorite podcast, which is number 1 on my probably Spotify, Just Another Friday Night. They've had 8 different shows about Batman.
We've got a running count here.
and they hate him. They hate him.
Hey, but
they have 8 shows about him.
But can you be mad at James Gunn for all that? I mean, the way I understand it, I've heard rumors or people talking, it's The Rock's fault.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
Because The Rock fought to have Superman in Black Adam. And then now with the new boss, he's like, no, we're not going to do that after all.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask both of you guys. I mean, like, what do you guys think? Like, wouldn't you have been excited to see Cavill back, or are you ready for a new Superman?
Well, we just talked about this a little while ago. It's like James Gunn, he's going to pull out some crazy characters or do a whole totally different story. And
I don't think he's going to do that.
We need a younger person, I think. I don't know.
Facts. Like again, I love Cavill. I love his Superman, but the opportunity maybe has passed, right? I agree. Like, if James Gunn is going to take over and he's going to make it one vision kind of for this DC universe, something that we've been asking for a long time, unfortunately, he's going to probably have to scorch the earth. Now, Luck and I were talking about maybe there's the possibility of them including Bat Pattinson in this new universe, because that thing is still going on. But, you know, if James Gunn is going to do his thing, he's got to do his thing from the beginning. And I don't think he can have holdovers kind of holding him back or, you know, kind of forcing his hand at things. So he's going to be able to do it the way he wants to do it. And, I mean, we can't hate him like we hate the fact that we're not going to see Cavill again, because how great would that have been? But, you know, we got to, again, if you're a DC fan, I guess you got to trust in this new vision and hope that it's going to be. And like Luck was saying, he's going to pull out some wacky character. He might do that, but, you know, I don't think he's going to do anything fucking crazy. Like, he's not going to make fucking Peter Quill Superman or some shit like that, you know? I think he's going to do good.
Peacemaker is going to be leading the Justice League before he's done. I'll tell you that. You know, what I see here is that James Gunn is a John Cena fan, not a Rock fan, and he's still angry about their feud, and that's all that's happening here. So,
yeah.
I don't know. You guys are the resident DC guys, so I mean, like, you know, me and Double A kind of have a different opinion where we feel like here you had a really great guy, I like Hugh Jackman, and it's like, you know, look at Marvel, they're trying to work him back in. You know, I mean, look at what Marvel did with, you know, they kind of like we all wanted to see, you know, John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and that might have been all we got, that little glimpse. But they're like, okay, I mean, I'm not saying that we need a bunch of fan service and lip service, but, you know, I mean, like with the, you know, No Way Home, right? We're all like blown away. Like, I never in a million years would have thought I saw all 3 Spider-Man in one movie. I was like, holy shit. Like, and it worked, and it was a good movie. And I just feel like at first she came out and said, we're going to keep what was good, and then we're going to, you know, scrap what was bad, and we're going to build from there. So I'm like, to me, Cavill is good. You know, to me, like, you know, Gal Gadot is good. That first movie, I mean, that second one, you know, it was kind of, you know, whatever. But so I'm thinking like retconning is what he's going to do. But then to just be like, oh, like clean the slate. I mean, like, I don't know. I already weary of his approach. But again, we started this conversation because of the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, and I feel like that was a real triumph. I was like, wow, what a really heartfelt and touching episode. What are they calling it? Special presentation or whatever,
Chuck, I didn't tell you. Luck didn't like it.
Oh, wow. Really? Look, I gotta hear why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He just told me.
From the get-go, I don't know. It was like, cause we're talking about like the song was dumb. That Christmas song. What really threw me off from the get-go was Groot. It's just so bizarre. It's like they didn't have a few extra dollars just to throw some CGI in there. Because I was telling Joe,
who are you talking?
The last Groot we saw was like the teenage Groot.
Oh, right,
skinny.
right.
And now we have baby Groot's face on a fucking Party City muscle suit costume. What is that?
Check me out, guys. I don't know if I knew this, but I guested on Tis the Podcast. Of course, thank you, Joe, for the introduction to Anthony, Tom, and Julia and their great show. And we covered that special, and they had some facts I didn't know about the show. The again special. I keep forgetting what the hell Marvel's calling those little 45-minute movies or whatever. But they said that Gunn said that was all CGI, and he's calling it Swole Groot.
No way. There's no way. That was a costume. That was a
Exactly.
dude.
In fact,
that was a dude in a
that
suit.
on the show. I said that looked like a foam costume to me. They said that that Anthony had it, that it was confirmed that it was CGI. I don't know. I'm with you, Luck. I thought that
calling BS.
Weird.
I'm calling BS.
Get the fact checkers out here, Joe. Get the fact checkers out here.
I mean, it had
our fact checker.
It had its moments, but overall, I didn't really care for it.
So, I mean, I thought the Batista stuff was fun.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon, bro. I was
Kevin
just like,
Bacon, yeah.
Again,
Kevin Bacon, Luck.
Again,
and
like,
he's like, I know Kevin Bacon, but fuck
we're
him.
talking about Santa Claus 3. Did they overplay whatever? I think Batista, I'm kind of done with Drax too. It's like, okay, it's not it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. Like, yeah.
I mean, myself this. Like, I would.
Too.
What was that?
What'd you say, Joe?
He looked fat too. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
So for me, like this year, like I watched that, and I watched The Christmas Story, Christmas, and like I was kind of like, oh, I'm excited for the new stuff, whatever. I don't have Apple, so I couldn't see Spirited, but I wanted to see it. So I'm trying to like make my rounds between the old stuff and watching some of this new stuff, right? But I mean, and believe me, the way I feel right now about James Gunn, I wanted to not like it. I mean, I saw it before all this news came out, but I mean, like I was immediately like, oh man, it was really solid. Like I'll probably watch it every year. Like I'm waiting to watch it with my nephew. He hasn't wanted to really watch it yet, but I mean, like.
Well, I know, Chuck, you're like me, and I could tell you like when you started crying and everything. But dude, the whole scene at the end when he's like, gaining a sister, that's the best gift I could ever have gotten. I was like, oh God.
Dude, I felt like, yeah, like it's like back-to-back moments at the end there. It's like between that and then like, well, number one, like Kevin Bacon, like choosing to stay there and do the song, give him this kind of Christmas thing. Then, then the whole reveal with the rest of the Yondu story, like the father-son type thing. It was like 3 moments. I was like, pick your moment on which you feel like, the spirit of Christmas type thing. So I dug it. I loved the music. That was really like quirky, like Christmas songs I wasn't really familiar with. But I get it. Look, I'm not against you, man. It's not, I guess it's maybe not for everyone. And again, the Guardians movies, like I couldn't even remember part 2 that well when I was watching it. I was like, does any of part 2 have to do with this? And I was like, I don't think there was. I think they made it pretty standalone. except for the reference to to the Kurt Russell character. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really dug it. It was a solid delivery from him, from James Gunn. But again, he does really well in those the minor league characters. I have a lot of faith in him with playing with the big kids' toys like Batman and Superman.
Yeah. I heard.
Interesting.
I heard Double A say the same thing, that he was kind of again. James Gunn, with the secondary characters, does a great job. What will he do with the big boys? And we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely.
No, you're putting in #FireGun. I saw your fucking post.
Yeah, like fire it, like pew pew. Like fire off
Okay.
the gun,
Okay.
No, we're on Santa Claus 3. I don't know how we got to there, but
okay.
Against Gremlins. I'm just gonna say Gremlins
because Chuck.
Yeah, I mean it's Gremlins all the way. You know what I'm going with.
Over Santa Claus 3. Santa Claus 3. I mean, one, we already have Santa Claus in the Final Four. And that's my main reason why. I don't know.
All right. I'll go with y'all. Again, I'm being bullied again by the both of you, and I'll go with Gremlins.
See, I don't like it because I want to know like which one do you guys actually enjoy watching more? If you had $8 to buy a DVD and you had in your hand Santa Claus 3 and Gremlins, which one are you buying?
Gremlins.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Gremlins.
There you go.
But, okay.
In fact, don't you have a crazy Gremlin story, Luck, about buying a copy of Gremlins?
I don't know.
You never know. I drink a lot on Fridays, guys. You see my show, right?
Like what we were talking about last week, right? We had a Christmas Story versus Die Hard in the finals, right? And the about those two, right? So it's like, if you ask anybody what's the better movie, they're picking Die Hard for the most part, right? If you ask everybody what's the better Christmas movie, they're probably gonna pick A Christmas Story, right? Like, of these two movies, Gremlins is probably a better movie, but I guess it's also a better Christmas movie. There's a lot of Christmas feels in it. You open the movie with the Christmas song, and you can't go wrong with it. Yeah.
Did you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why I've been seeing more about Gremlins recently. Maybe because Christmas, but and I don't think we brought it up when we talked about it when we watched it. But did you know that it was more of a horror movie? That Stripe.
No.
Gizmo was supposed to turn into Stripe. In other words.
No, we talked about it when we covered it. Yeah. There was an alternate scene where. Okay, you remember he kills the teacher, right? And it's just they show him kind of stabbed in the ass or some shit like that. Well, the original scene had his whole fucking face stabbed, like with a bunch of.
They're going to say his whole ass.
The mom was decapitated in the original script in the original movie.
I want to see that movie. I want to see that movie.
Yeah, and Gizmo, like you said, Gizmo was Stripe.
That's a much darker tale. Yeah, in fact, y'all covered this on a single episode, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been so long, I don't remember talking about it, but yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, I think it was that episode you talked about. You had to go through a lot of effort to get a hold of the copy of the movie.
I don't remember saying that. I might have. I don't know. I don't know.
Unless I'm thinking of another movie. Joe, you got a memory. Come on.
No, and you know what? I mean, we're all our biggest fan, right? So, like, I recently re-listened to that episode, right? Because, like I was telling Luck, that movie for me is a transition movie. So it's the perfect movie going from Halloween to Christmas time because it's a horror movie, but it's got so much of the Christmas feels to it and stuff like that. So you know, there's a lot of reasons why it's a great movie. But that's one of them for me. And then fucking Phoebe Cates just so fine.
Mm-hmm. And I saw her in this before I saw her in Fast Time at Ridgemont High. So, like that was an extra bonus getting to that movie. But
No. I think you were like, oh man, that's the chick from Fast Times. Because
and I thought Gremlins was the perfect setup to see more of that. I was like,
yeah,
come on, Joe, give me a little bit more credit than that.
After she talks about her dead dad, she's gonna take off her shirt. Watch.
I 100% thought that about that.
So, yeah. All right, help us up. We're going back to the top, Chuck.
Let's do it.
We have Christmas Vacation versus Batman Returns.
This one's super hard for me, right? Because I've been with Batman Returns since Batman Returns came out, but I think only in recent years I thought of it as a Christmas movie. Now I won't lie to you guys, Christmas Vacation, I barely saw it probably 2 years ago. Like everyone was talking about it again. Like I'm a little older, and even my pod partner Double A was like, you know what? He's like, you'll appreciate it now being like an adult and a homeowner and having like little ones in your house. And I was like, okay. And my girlfriend too was like, I can't believe you had never seen this or whatever. And I was like, all right. So we watched it. And I laughed my ass off. And yeah, I think that I'm so glad I did see it as an adult, versus seeing it as maybe a young person and just appreciating the funny parts, because I definitely feel Clark's pain in a lot of parts. And I also feel his desires for other things, like a pool.
Can't see a penny that
yeah, because dude, I'm feeling like him right now. I'm like, dude, just going through this shit. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I can't wait for this shit to be over. Like, which is a shitty way to feel about Christmas. You know what I mean? But no. With you guys and talking about the things that that we love makes it easier for sure. But yeah, as much as I do love Batman Returns, despite what you guys think, I think about Batman. Keaton Batman is king, right? Am I right, Luck? Am I right?
Yep. Facts.
So there's that. First off. But even the mighty, Michael Keaton and the immaculate Tim Burton, they couldn't make a better Christmas movie than what Christmas Vacation is. So I got to give it to Clark and the Griswold.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree as well, of course. But for me, it's so much on another level now as a father, because like we talked about it when we talked about the vacation movies before. Is everyone wants, like, as a father, you strive for what Clark strives for. Like Luck will tell you, we all have that one blow up moment that Clark has that he has in all his movies. Luck's favorite part in the first vacation was, which one was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, where they're like, the family like, let's just go home, and he's like, you guys are fucked in the head.
Yeah. Again, as a PC father, you're like, oh, of course we're not supposed to think that way. But as an actual father, like we've all had that fucking situation or had that feeling, But we all strive for that moment, especially around the holidays. To like you said, Chuck, it's a hassle, man. It's a there's a reason why fucking the suicide rate is up around the holidays. Like, it's a stressful fucking time, but we go through all that stress and stuff like that just so on Christmas morning we can all have that moment where our kids open up their presents and stuff like that. For Clark, it's that moment at the end when he does get his bonus in and stuff like that. But another thing about this movie, like, Clark acts like he's struggling and stuff like that. And that's the big thing about all these Christmas movies, right? But goddamn, that's a big ass fucking nice house. Like, what the fuck? We talked about Christmas with the Cranks, right? Like, they're both supposed, or Danny DeVito's supposed to be broke and shit like that. He's got like the biggest house on the fucking block. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I heard you guys, 1 or 2 episodes ago, you talked about your house, of course, which is like now like, internet lore where it's like, what, of course, what does Kevin's dad do? I just watched that one the other day with my nephew, and I was really paying attention to that aspect of it. I was like, God damn, that's a huge house. Like, I guess Chicago jobs pay better, right? Because they're in Chicago too, you know?
Yeah, it's always Chicago.
Not only that, but he's paying for all of them to go. Half of them are flying first class to fucking France. Like, what the fuck?
Just the parents.
That's why Luck's a Bears fan, right? Luck, because you're trying to get that Chicago money, Luck.
Yeah, man. It's like
they bet on the Bulls.
There's a lot of celebrities that are Bears fans.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Ooh.
Chevy Chase.
John Goodman?
Jim
the
Belushi.
Bears?
John
Bears.
Goodman.
Yeah.
What's the name from that 70s show? Ashton Kutcher.
Demi Moore's fucking husband. Oh, he's not with Demi.
Right.
They broke up?
Yeah. You know, he's with Mila Kunis now. Like, yeah.
Damn.
You heard
Upgrade.
This, right?
Trady went for the new model.
Fine.
He's like, Jackie. Kelso.
All right.
Okay.
Then I know where Chuck's going, but 8-Bit Christmas versus Gremlins.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Gremlins. 8-Bit Christmas, I thought that was a cool new movie last year, but Gremlins is iconic. It's from the 80s. The Christmas music is there. I totally relate to the Nintendo thing. You know, I get it. But I also feel like the Grinch, I didn't give it a fair shake because I didn't see that Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch. So maybe it's great. Maybe I'm going to come back and say, man, that should have won it all.
No.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's a good movie. It's a good movie, but
yeah.
I'm torn on this one because I telling Joe I just watched this yesterday and I was bawling at the end again. I know it's only been a year, but it still holds up.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, you know, and it does, but I think it's like Chuck said. Like overall, Gremlins bigger, better, maybe Christmas movie. We talked about Gremlins. What was this? Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Spielberg touching Christmas, you know, how's it not going to be good?
I mean, you're in Hill Valley there. Gremlins.
Oh, fucking, hey, that's where the Monster Squad was at.
Yep.
And you know what sucked to me a little bit about the 8-Bit Christmas was like, I love that in your right, Luck. But man, I wish they would have like played on that relationship more with him and the dad throughout. Like it's like it was there, but it wasn't like sprinkled throughout. It was kind of like just these like two big moments at the beginning and at the end. I was like, it could have been more, you know, like you could have tied it in more to that, you know.
Yeah, well, Luck was talking about like it's it was kind of what you said, like it was better that even at the end. You know, spoilers, but they don't come through with the Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. It's you and Luck, man. Y'all like that dark edge on Christmas.
Hey,
I mean, this is Luck, who all the time is picking like, you know, the happiest of movies or whatever, stuff that makes him laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on one sec.
But
okay, yeah, Luck had to get off real quick.
Okay,
dude. So, what's up, CM Chuck? Are you ready for Christmas?
I'm not ready for Christmas, bro. I gotta go finish up some shopping. I got shit in my room right now that's got to be wrapped. I've got to make, you know, Santa happen for what might be, I hope not the last year, which I'm super sad about. But what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I guess they gotta grow up, right?
You mean finding the secret, or what? Do you mean?
Like I like
okay.
Right now that he's playing along with me and his mom, like he like kind of knows, but he's being like, you know, like, okay, I know they like thinking that I believe, like, but I'm not sure yet. You know what I mean? So we're still working on it because like I could tell because he was kind of hesitant to write a letter, and he was kind of like, you know, just he kind of kept making these amendments to it, and I was like, dude, we got to hurry up, we got to get it out. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to make it, and like, you know, I mean, he's got the internet and stuff, so I'm like, I don't know that he would Google something like that. I don't think so. You know what I mean? But I just get this vibe right now that he's kind of playing along with us or whatever, you know. But I mean, I hope he keeps it up. He's 9.
He's 9. Okay, well, my daughter's 9 too, and like,
and she's all in. She's all invested.
She's all in. Like, we do the Elf on a Shelf. Look, we're talking about the Secret of Santa, and you know how long how long we keep that for the kids, right? So like, my daughter is 9 now. We're still selling it, man. Like,
you got a couple more years,
dude.
Bro, like,
that's great.
My mom still puts from Santa on my calzones that I get for Christmas.
Dude.
So,
yeah, I love it. You know, I joke with him. I tell him, I'm like, oh, like, you know, your uncle's on the nihilist for a long time. But he's like, what? Why? And I'm like, no, I tell him kidding with him. Yeah, man.
You know, she made her list. She made amendments to it. The kids too, like my older kids, I tell them, you know, my son busts it back sometimes at me, but I'm like, ask Santa, bro. And he's like, I'm asking Santa. I'm like, bro, put it on your list. It's gotta be on your list.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's great, man. That's great. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna try to keep it alive with them as long as I can or whatever. And you know, it's cool that your older kids know to keep it going. Like, they don't mess it up for her, you know.
So, once again, our brackets come down to 2 80s classics. And we got Christmas Vacation, 1989 versus Gremlins, 1984. We're just stuck in that 80s, man.
Yeah, because it was only 20 years ago, right?
No.
It's forever. Only, and even saying that sounds like a lot, right? I'm like, it was 20 years ago, right?
Hey, Chuck, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna talk about. There's a Christmas movie that was 20 years ago. Do you know which movie I'm talking about?
No.
Elf. Elf is 20 years old.
That's so crazy.
If you ask me off the top of my head how old is Elf, I'd be like, about 10 years.
Yeah. Somebody hit me with the because I don't know if you saw, I posted it. I bought Luck a pack of Batman cards. I bought myself one too. That's what I opened, but I also have a second set that I bought for Luck. And they were like, yeah, so that's about 30 years old, right? And I was like, fuck you all the way to hell.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
It fucking hurt.
I don't know till they put out a special edition of the Blu-ray. They're like, oh, special edition, 40th anniversary. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. We're old, guys.
Man. Insane. We are there.
I mean, I knew we were old when we had a free Saturday night to ourselves, and none of us knew what the fuck to do.
And I had to cut it short because I had to go back.
Yeah. Everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing?
Since that night, right, I've been telling people about that bowling alley that we were next to. And everyone was saying it's amazing that we should have gone there, that it's great. And I was like, we didn't even know what the hell that was. We were like, I don't know, like a bowling alley?
We're scared by new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're stuck in the 80s. No, okay.
So, what do you got? Okay,
I know what Chuck wants.
Chuck said Gremlins already, right? Like, he's gonna pick Gremlins over Christmas Vacation.
You know what? Can I amend? Am I allowed to retract? Because I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking about that. It's a great movie, Gremlins, but I don't know if it Christmas as much as Christmas Vacation does really embody Christmas.
Christmas.
And I don't know. Can you show either one of those to your kids at Christmas? Are they really like kid Christmas movies?
Gremlins?
Yeah, Gremlins. I think you can.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I mean, not if they still believe in
gotta
Santa.
talk loud over. Yeah.
Right. You gotta
that scene, right?
You gotta cut that one scene. Yeah.
Yeah, you can cut that whole fucking scene. It makes no difference in the fucking movie. That's what pisses me off about that scene most of all.
I'm telling you though, that's my most memorable scene of that movie as a kid. And you know what? Even as a kid, it didn't occur to me that what she was talking about. I just thought like, oh, the dad was, dude, bringing it back full circle. What you said, right?
What?
That's the link that dad went to for his daughter, but it was
yeah.
You know,
look, you shimmying down your chimney there?
Dude.
No. First of all, how big were chimneys back in the 80s? Because I'm just saying, even if I was a fit, young, trim dude, I don't think I could fit down my chimney.
Well, it's just like all those attic bedrooms in the 80s as well, right? Yeah. Like, everyone had that fucking super bedroom in the attic, you know, that was so badass.
Yeah. Movie attics where you go up there and there's like old furniture and trunks full of costumes and like, who are these people?
There's a
Dude, y'all remember the...
You the One-Eye Willie.
Y'all remember the... Was it the...
Say that you're better than the Monster Squad, and it's not true.
What was the 90s? Like, you guys got to correct me, but the Crush, Alicia Silverstone, and fucking Red from 70 Show is the dad. He has a damn carousel for the daughter in their attic. A carousel. I was like,
no.
What kind of attic is that?
How do you even get it in there?
Yeah,
he's telling Carrie Ewell that. He's like, oh, I had to bring it up piece by piece. We brought it in a piece at a time. He's like, now that it's up here, it can never come down. I'm like, what the shit? That's insane.
And see, well, I mean, bring it back to it. Christmas Vacation, right? There's that scene there. He gets stuck in the attic up there.
Where he finds old presents that were hidden.
Oh, fuck. But I mean,
he's like got like a lazy boy up there. He's like up there chilling or whatever, you know?
I've talked about it again and again. Christmas Vacation's got to be 1 or 2 for me as far as favorite Christmas movies.
I feel like you can go head to head with the best.
I've said it before.
I don't like it.
No, I've said it before. It's not my favorite vacation movie.
Vacation movie, yeah.
And I'm in the minority, I think. But, yeah, it's got to win over Gremlins.
Yeah. I agree. But did you not know that? Christmas Vacation is probably his least favorite vacation movie.
Like, I like Mr. Papa Giorgio better than Christmas Vacation.
Fuck, we got to do Vegas Vacation.
It's like, Clark, it's a buffet. We only need 1 plate.
Yeah. Give me some of the yellow. Give me some of the yellow. Don't be stingy.
You guys covered the first one on your show, right? Vacation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That y'all show inspired me to watch that because I wasn't one that grew up on those vacation movies. So for me, it was like, you know, y'all covering it. I was like, I want to hear the episode, but I want to see it first. So I watched it because I knew y'all had covered it so that I could hear the episode. And then, you know, again, like I said, you know, subsequently, that's what, once I had watched Christmas Vacation first, and I went back and then to watch that one, whatever. I was like, all right, these are pretty good. But I still haven't watched some of the other ones, so I can't say which is the best. But I think I did enjoy Christmas Vacation better than, Vacation. But I mean, they're both hilarious. So,
So have you seen Vegas?
that one I've seen it in parts. Like I've seen the part like where the guys like they're at the tables and the guy's like, "Oh, guess it's in my hand" or whatever. It's like all super rigged, and then when they go to the like the gross buffet with like the blue pudding or whatever it is, I'm like, what the hell? Like,
that was good too.
All right, we have Christmas Vacation. Moving on. The last movie in the final four.
The final countdown. Oh shit! I don't want that other podcast to get mad.
Damn.
Come on.
I don't want to piss off the millennials. So for our final four bracket, we have Home Alone. We have The Santa Claus, the original part one. We have A Christmas Story. And now we have A Christmas Vacation. Dude, I'm telling you right now, that's my fucking Mount Rushmore Christmas movies.
Yeah, that's probably a lot of people's Mount Rushmore. That's probably a lot of people's top, in their top 5. That is super tough.
Yeah. You see it? Got Tim Allen, Macaulay Culkin, Chevy Chase, and Ralphie. Ralphie's face up there.
Ralphie! Dude, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, we're going to need help on this one. Chuck, are you in to help?
I'm down to help, guys. I'm down to do what I can. Those are 4 that I'm actually pretty familiar with, and so I don't need any rewatches, but I probably will rewatch anyway. I think I've already rewatched a couple. So.
Yeah. Well,
whatever I can
sell your ass off.
I'll do my best.
Put you out on a stroll.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Chuck, I want to thank you for jumping in unexpectedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always fun
absolutely.
with Chuck.
Yeah, the check's
absolutely,
in the mail.
Guys, always my pleasure.
The check for your in the mail.
Yeah, speaking of that, guys, that last one didn't clear. I don't know if the bank got in contact with you. Still waiting on some clarification on that last check. We'll talk about it offline.
No. We'll give you some points on the back end. We got you. You take NFTs?
Oh yeah.
That Dogecoin.
Yeah. I think regular Bitcoin right now is pretty much in the toilet too. So.
Yeah, man. But thank you for coming on, man. We always appreciate you. Right. Again, you give us so much love on Just Another Friday Night, and again, guys, that's Just Another Friday Night, right? On Facebook. You got the group. You got the Friday Night, the group page. Just Another Friday Night on YouTube. And wherever you can find podcasts.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I really appreciate that, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, go check us out when you're not listening to Now Watch This. We watch stuff too, kind of. You know what I mean? But not as much Mañoso movies. I wish.
That's the badass thing, and that's the thing we're always envious of. It's like you guys actually go live every Friday night for the most part.
Yeah, so it's an opportunity for like the conversation we're having right now, which is great for us three. But I know that you guys would love to have your watchers in real time hopping on too. So
yeah,
we try to offer a little bit of that, when we can. Friday night, a lot of people are out doing stuff, but we do our best to make it happen. So yeah, I appreciate the love and support to you guys, and I think it's always a pleasure to be on.
Yeah,
all right. Appreciate it. And yeah, look forward for Chuck's help on our Final Four episode.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Chuck. We'll see you, bro.
All right, guys. You have a good night.
Hey, Chuck. If there's something you want to do it. Okay?
Yeah. And remember to keep watching, keep listening, Chuck.
Absolutely. Hey, I remember last episode, You're gonna have to cut this out. Look, whatever it was you were talking. You told like this big old story. Like, I'm gonna cut this out. I was like, I'm glad you left that in. Like about like work and some guy and all this shit. I was like, this is so gold right here.
Yeah. We're gonna cut this out. Boom, it's in.
Yeah.
Hey, keep watching and do whatever it takes.
All right, man. Thanks a lot,
fucker. Thanks,
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Later.
All right, Joe. There you have it. Our final four is set,
bro. Titans. I'm telling you, Titans of fucking Christmas movies. Like these are my final four on my Mount Rushmore.
And this is the kind of the way I pictured it going in. I don't know which Home Alone or which Santa Claus, but yeah. I'll tell you one thing though. I asked my kids. I was kind of trying to get their feedback too, and we were watching the Santa Claus, the first one, and I asked them, which is a better movie, this one, Santa Claus, or Home Alone? Dude, no hesitation. Like right after I finished the question, Santa Claus. Like,
really?
Whoa.
Oh, I expected Home Alone.
I expected them to think about it at least.
Yeah.
But like no hesitation, like right away. I was like, whoa. Really?
I mean, it kind of really is when you think about like the spirit of Christmas and everything like that. Like Home Alone's its own movie. Oh fuck! I mean, we're gonna have to discuss this next week or when we jump back on about this. But yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
I'll bring it back up. But I think that's gonna do it, man.
Yeah, brother. I'm glad we went kind of. I know we went kind of long, but you know, I'm glad we took on.
No. So yeah, listeners. Next episode, Final Four, Christmas Hoedown, Throwdown, Showdown,
Yeah.
what have you.
Ho down.
So remember, keep watching
and keep listening.
Oh, jingle bells, that man smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile broke its wheel, the Joker got a
5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm booked.
There's no singing in the North Pole.
Yes, there is.
No, it's not.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
But I don't believe it.
You're missing the point.
What is the point?
Seeing isn't believing. Believing is seeing.
Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together.
It's Christmas Eve. It's the one night of the year when we all act a little nicer. We smile a little easier. We share a little more. For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be.
God bless us, everyone.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It's always good. I mean, it's gonna fucking freeze tomorrow anyway, right? Like, or Thursday night. Are you ready for that shit?
Yeah, it's supposed to be this big cold front coming in.
Yeah, I wrapped my pipes today. I mean,
hey.
Hey.